ball.
I'm not sure we can buy it. It depends on what cards they take.
She had been on the road before, to Europe and up and down the West Coast, sharing hotel rooms with coaches. But on the ice, she was all alone. This was the event where she was supposed to be noticed, and all the hard work, all those long hours, would begin to pay off.
I don't mind being the underdog, because once I skate and do my best, they'll know who I am. I feel that my best is better than their best if I skate my best.
In New York, she didn't skate her best. She fell in the long program. But she skated well enough to accomplish her goal. She'd gotten people's attention, finishing 6th overall.
Yes, Clark Call. Tanya. Hi, Mom. How are you? Is Dad still there? Okay, I don't know if it's going to be televised or not. I don't know. But, I got 6th. Yeah, overall. Yeah. No, that's good, because now I get my international. Well, tell Dad that it might be televised, I don't know. Yes, it does. I got half credit for it, Mom. Yep. Okay, love you too. Bye. What a bitch. What would happen? My mom said that, she goes, so I heard you missed your combination. You know, you didn't get any credit at all for that. And I said, Mom, she goes, you did terrible, you know that. She said, you sucked. And I said, Mom, I got half credit for it. She goes, so the rest of the program sucked also. And I said, Mom, no it didn't. And she goes, well, just as long as you tried. And I said, I did. They have a telephone book here. I'm hungry.
When it was all over, she got to dance at the ball in her brand new dress. Within a matter of months, she would meet Jeff Gillooly, her future boyfriend and partner in a sometimes violent marriage. But on this night, in 1986, life was full of promise.
Skating for Tanya is her ticket out of the gutter. Tanya's skating will make her a worthwhile person in the community.
Harding spoke out today, at least she spoke through her representatives. Harding denies any connection with a brutal attack on rival skater Nancy Kerrigan. Mark Carter has the latest developments from Portland, Oregon.
Tanya Harding could be back on ice as early as Monday. The figure skater has kept a low profile since details of an alleged plot against rival skater Nancy Kerrigan began to surface. But on Sunday, Harding responded to suggestions that she might be implicated by issuing a statement through her lawyer, Dennis Rawlinson, and his wife, Diane Rawlinson, who has coached Tonya Harding for years.
Tonya Harding categorically denies all accusations and media speculation that she was involved in any way with the Kerrigan assault. Tanya is shocked and angry that anyone close to her might be involved.
The makeshift press conference brought the kind of attention once reserved for heads of state to a quiet Portland neighborhood and to the coach who has worked for so long with the skater.
Tanya's innocent and she deserves to skate.
But even while Harding's coach proclaimed her innocence, the U.S. Olympic Committee was considering her case. In a meeting that was previously scheduled, they discussed contingency plans for reconfiguring the team if Harding were not to skate. Tonya Harding's closest friends, including the Webbers, the family she adopted as her own, say that would not be fair.
She earned it. She should be there. You know, she's not guilty. It's just association of guilt. So that's not fair. You're convicted her when she's still innocent.
Sunday, Stant's lawyer was quoted as suggesting many of the media reports swirling around the case could be proven wrong. If there are more surprises, it will come as a little surprise to those who followed the many twists in the case so far. Mark Carter, CNN, Portland, Oregon.
The head of the U.S. Olympic Committee says he hopes to issue a decision on the Harding matter within a few days. However, the committee technically has until February 21st to decide. That would be just 2 days before the women's competition begins. Marta?
Well, meantime, in Massachusetts, Nancy Kerrigan skated briefly today for the first time since the attack. Afterward, Kerrigan said she felt a bit stiff, but was glad to be on the ice again. We have more on her recovery in this report from Boston.
Her daily routine has been simplified to basically one trip to physical therapy. On this day, the media crowd was gone, yet Nancy Kerrigan smiled and waved to the few cameras that were there. Those cameras recorded not only the bright smile, but the new FBI cap, perhaps a gift from the skater's newfound friends in law enforcement.
Nancy's doing very well. She's progressing just as we would hope. She has increased range of motion. She still has some pain at the very end of her range of motion and some tissue pulling there. That's what we're trying to work on. That's what we want to see healthier before we really let her go, because it's going to be hard to get her on the ice and say, don't go full out.
It's not simply that this is a very bizarre story with national interest. It is that. But also, Nancy Kerrigan, by all accounts, is indeed the all-American girl from a tightly knit community where it seems that everyone feels her pain. Tom Powers was watching his daughter Shannon skate today, but thinking of Kerrigan at home, only blocks from this rink.
It hits a little harder because the kids are so familiar with it. You know, they follow us so closely.
There is little doubt here that despite the ugly attack, Nancy Kerrigan will rise above it and return to championship form.
And Newsweek magazine has just released the results of a poll regarding Tanya Harding. 500 adults were asked for their opinions on 4 questions. 4 in 10 people thought Tanya Harding was aware of or involved in the attack on Nancy Kerrigan. More than half, 56%, said Harding should be allowed to compete in Norway unless she is charged with a crime. 20% felt she should compete regardless of her involvement, but the same number felt Harding should lose her berth on the Olympic team.